welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And today we're talking about a controversial topic. Is depression real? So let's get started. So I'll just bring you a little backstory of what led me to this topic today. Because yes, it is a little controversial. Might rub some people the wrong way. But I thought this was an important topic to talk about today. Because I was listening to a podcast, and I was listening to this guy. His name is Andrew Tate. And very alpha guy, very aggressive guy, very opinionated guy, a guy that definitely rubs people the wrong way. But I was listening to one of his videos, and I thought it was really interesting where he was talking about depression isn't real. And this is him talking and saying depression isn't real. And people can feel depressed. People can feel down about things and be upset. But the idea that depression is a disease is false. And he was explaining why. And that depression, using depression as a reason not to do something. So when you have depression as a disease, he was saying that, it's an excuse not to do something. I can't get in the gym, I can't get out of bed in the morning because I suffer from depression. I can't do these things that I want to do and that I want to accomplish, because I feel depressed. And thought it was interesting. I kept an open mind about it because that goes against completely what we've been told our entire lives, right? Is that depression is real, anxiety is real, people suffer it from day in, day out. But is it really? And I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying let's dissect it a little bit. Let's question it a little bit. Let's kind of talk about this and get different ideas. It's because the idea to say I suffer from depression, that gets thrown around a lot by people who aren't really necessarily that depressed. And guess what? I used to be one of those people. And I'm just going to give you a quick little story about that. About 2008, I was going through a difficult time in my life, and I felt it necessary for whatever reason, I don't even remember why, but to go on medication for depression. So I went to my family doctor, told him the reasons, blah, blah, blah. I remember saying, he asked me, what's the one thing you enjoy out of life right now? Well, I don't really enjoy anything except for my morning coffee in the morning. Everything else sucks. Wasn't a lot of questions, not really dissecting why. It was very, easy. Here's your prescription, go pick up these drugs at the pharmacy. And that was it. He handed that prescription pretty goddamn easily. And I look back on that now like, wow, you think a family doctor would put in a little more effort into dissect this. Okay, so I went on this medication for probably 3-4 months. It zoned me out. It made me feel very, I wasn't happy or wasn't really sad either or depressed. I was just kind of like zombie mode. And eventually I got off of them, and I remember that summer that I got off of them, I went working at summer camp. I was fine. That summer, at summer camp, I was totally fine. So and now this is like 12, 13 years later, I look back on that now, I'm like, did I really need to be on antidepressive meds? Because the moment my life circumstances changed into something that was a little more fun, a little more exciting, look at that. My depression goes away. I look back on that wasn't depression. I was just in a shitty time in my life. That's all it is. It's easy to throw the idea, I'm depressed. I'm upset about something. I need to be on depression pills. No, you need to actually dissect the problem and dive into what's troubling you. Actually going to see a professional, going to see a therapist, psychologist, and dissecting your issues is more beneficial for you than just getting an easy Band-Aid put onto your gun wound and just putting yourself on meds. Some people, yes, they absolutely need meds, absolutely. But did I did I really need antidepressants at that time? No, I absolutely did not. And I know a lot of people that were on antidepressants at some point in their life, and now they're not, and they're okay. And the way Andrew Tate was explaining this, it's just a shift in your thinking, a shift in your mindset and the way you approach yourself and the way you approach life. Oh, well, I can't do these things because I'm depressed. I'm an alcoholic because I'm depressed. No, you're depressed because you're an alcoholic. It's it's just a different change in thinking, different way of thinking about the situation. That's all it is. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I could be wrong, but this is just something to think about. That you, if you are someone that suffers from depression, don't be so quick to make judgments and thoughts about yourself and think to yourself, I can't accomplish the things I do. I can't move forward because I'm depressed. Okay, well, maybe you're depressed because you can't move forward. What's going to help you move forward? Sometimes it's the simplest things. Make your goddamn bed in the morning. It's sometimes the simplest things where it's really hard and difficult for people to get into bed. Sorry, get out of bed. For people to get really, it's hard for them to get out of bed in the morning because of this. Well, that's easy to say. I can't get out of bed because I suffer from depression. Well, when you're depressed, I've been upset. I've been depressed about stuff. Of course. The moment I get out of bed and have a coffee and take my shower, oh, I feel a little bit better. I just push myself a little bit. Just a bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And look, I did a video about this. My cat died about almost a month ago. Yeah, I was depressed for like 2-3 days. I was depressed. It happened on a Saturday, and I told myself, I have the weekend. It happened on a Saturday morning, and like I have the weekend to be as sad and depressed as I want. I want to go home and just cry and just fall into a tub of ice cream all weekend and just watch TV and do that. Okay, fine. I have 48 hours to be upset and depressed. When Monday comes, when Monday hits, when Monday morning hits, when that alarm goes off Monday morning, and I wake up and I open my eyes Monday morning, it's go time. It's no time to be depressed. If I am, fine. It's time to move and it's time to take some action. Because I don't allow difficult situations or difficult challenges to tear me down. I'll be upset. I'll be depressed about something. Yeah, but I won't stay in that depressive zone. I won't stay there too long. I'll find ways to move forward and push forward. And yes, it takes a lot of emotional resiliency, but that's something you need to be able to build and build. It's like a muscle. And how do you train that muscle? Start by training your way of thinking about things, the way you're thinking about yourself. I've heard it many times before that these horrible things have happened to me and they're going to continue to happen to me, so why not just try? Well, with that attitude, yes, of course things are not going to work out for you because you're not making the effort, because you're always stuck in that same cycle, that same mindset loop over and over and over. I'm depressed about these situations, blah blah blah. Okay, how am I going to fix these situations and fix my goddamn problems so I'm not depressed about it again? Instead of just accepting defeat. Don't accept defeat. Don't do that. That's easy. That's the easy way out to accept defeat. Allowing your demons and all your problems and all your issues conquer you. Make a goddamn plan. Sit at your desk like I am right now. You sit at your desk, write down a plan. These are the things that are making me depressed. These are the things in my life that I don't like. Okay, what's the action that I'm going to take that's going to cause these problems to go away, to fix themselves? The other question you need to ask yourself is, what do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want? You want these problems to go away? Cool. After those problems are gone, then what? What do you want after that? Because we don't stay in the same place in our life on a consistent basis. We're always improving and we're always moving forward. Once we get to one thing, okay, then what? What do we got to do? There's no such thing as contentment. Well, temporary contentment. We're content over some sort of accomplishment or goal that we achieve. Great, I'm content. I'm happy. Let's move on to the next thing, because that contentment is only going to last for so long. It's only going to last for so long. So we need to be able to keep achieving and keep moving. So don't let your problems and your insecurities and your depression stop you. Change the way you think. Update your belief system. Think about things differently. Start framing the way you think of things differently. Oh, I failed at this exam. Okay, that sucks. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at math. I failed this math exam. That's horrible. That's awful. I might as well quit. Okay, I failed this math exam. Okay, that means I wasn't prepared. I have a retest of my math exam in 2 weeks. Great. Now I have more time to study and to improve. Great. I'm going to get better and stronger. It's just reframing it and rethinking it. Instead of just accepting the fact, oh, I suffer from depression. Fuck that. Move on and move forward. And it starts with the smallest steps. And if you want to check the speech out, Andrew Tate, depression isn't real. It might piss you off, but it might trigger you a little bit. But it's a good insight. It's a good way of rethinking of how we look at life and the common belief sets and the common things that we were told to believe, and just kind of rethinking it in a different way that we never really thought of. Oh, I never thought of depression in that way. Is depression a chemical imbalance of the brain? Maybe. It may be a chemical imbalance of the brain. It could be. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I could be wrong. Or is it just the way we think about things? Is it just our mind frame and our framework in our head and our belief system? Because once we change that, you may be surprised in how your life improves, because I know it has for me. So marinate on that. Think of that. And start questioning a little bit. Is depression really real? Or is it? Are you going to accept a defeatist mindset? Or are you going to have a warrior mindset and conquer your goals, conquer your problems, and conquer your depression? And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And this week I'll be doing a video on child development. It will be a little bit different this coming week. I'll be talking about why people should or should not have children. And if you're questioning having kids or not, what are the questions you should be asking yourself if that's something that you want to pursue in your life? And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.